What is a PDU? PDU stands for Professional Development Unit. Anyone who has a PMP or PMI ACP certificate or anything on the PMI certificates, first question is how to get this PDU, how to record it. Is it PDU essential? Let's first understand something about basics of PDU. Before you go to PDU, there is something called contact hours. You should know the difference. When I'm going for a PMP examination, before I go to examination, I have to learn something, then only I'm eligible for the examination. The time which I spend for learning, that is listening the courses, that's called contact hours. There is 35 contact hours needed for a person like you and me to sit and listen, then only you will be eligible to apply for the examination. That is contact hours. Don't mix that with the PDUs. Only when you get certified PMP, now you start thinking a term called PDU, Professional Development Unit. What is that? Once I get a certificate as PMP, it is valid for 3 years of time. Now, in this 3 years, the world will change. Should the world will change? Of course, it will change. The way we work, the cost management, schedule management, agile management, discipline, scaled agile, people management, some things keep changing. Now, you cannot tell that in 2022, I'm PMP certified. I'm same after 3 years. No, I have to learn something in between. That is what PMI kept a standard. Please learn 60 hours of learning in the 3 years of time, 60 PDUs, which is nothing but 60 hours of learning related to management. They have some topics underlying. We will see that when you go for a website. Now, the message here is you have to do this learning. How can I do it? I can do a webinars. I can take some sessions. I can go for some other certification classes. For example, somebody who did a PMP, then they go for PMI ACP classes. Now, if you go to PMI ACP classes, you spend 21 hours of listening something for Agile. This you can add as a point as a PDU for in the PMP. If you go to scaled Agile learning, maybe 15 hours, 16 hours of learning, that also gives you points. How does it look like? We'll quickly see how does it look like. If you see this screen, this is from leading Safe or Safe Agile website. What they say here is, if you listen the 2 days of classes of Safe, you get 15 points, which you can add for PMP certification. If you have already ACP certificate, you will get 9 points. Basically, what they're telling here is, if you sit and listen to the class, these many points consider as PDUs. So how does it look like? For example, if you look at my certificate, which I am renewing every 3 years, they're expecting me to get a 60 PDUs every 3 years. So I'm gradually getting some points. Now I have 20 points gathered, 40 more points I have to gather. I will take trainings, I will listen to classes, some way I will do it. How do PMI come to know that I got the points? I have to click this button, report PDU, and tell that, hey, you know what, PMI Institute, I went to this training called Leading Safe. Then I had did 2 days of training. This is 15 hours. This is the institute I did. Once you give this all the information, the report PDU, they will evaluate it. Within 2 days, 3 days, they'll reply back, okay, your PDU is accepted. This is the way you have to do. Okay, now you know what is PDU. You know how to do this. Now we'll tell you the other side of it, some bad side and good side of it. Bad side here is, there are people who once get PMP certified or PMI ACP certified, somehow they get the passion that let me do all the PDU in one shot, eat all the food in one shot. But what is the expectation? Over the 3 years of time, whatever course is changing, please learn it. But what our guys will do, they sit 1 week continuously. Some free sources are available to get the PDU, all the PDU at one shot. Within 1 month, they'll tell that I got everything, which is not a good habit. Don't do that. Gradually, if you learn, your knowledge gets improved. Other side of it, one other person are there. What they do here is, 3 years they'll keep quiet, sleep mode, sleeper cell. And then the last end of 3rd year, they'll wake up and say, my certificate, I have to renew it. Somehow I have to get the PDU. Run here and there and get it. So both are not good habit. Do gradually in the process. So where to do this, Shriram? Lot of way. One, I say doing certifications. You do ACP certificate, SAFE certificate, some certificate which is asking a points for PDU, one way. Other way is listening webinars. How to listen to webinars? If you go to pmi.org, projectmanagement.com, a lot of good websites are available. A lot of free also available. Free, it has one standard. Some of them are paid also available. Sometimes for education, you have to spend money. Seriously, you have to spend money on education? Yeah, worth spending money, which will help you to learn better. So the message here is PDU and contact hours are different. PDU stands for Professional development unit, you are developing your professional knowledge step by step. And PMI made this process so that you do the 60 points, then you pay some money, and then you renew your certificate. So you no need to rewrite the examination. They renew your certificate another 3 years of time. I think it's very sensible, isn't it, from PMI? Now let me know, have you got clarified about what is PDU, and let know how you are collecting your PDUs, in the sense, are you listening webinars, are you taking certificate, and how do you approach this? Yep. Good wishes and keep rocking.